Your brain has been lying to you this whole time. Most people don't realize this, but your mind is programmed to keep you safe, not successful. Psychologists call this the comfort loop, and this next part explains why you keep repeating the same patterns even when they hurt you. But here's where it gets even worse. Your brain confuses familiarity with safety. That's why toxic habits feel normal. That's why bad relationships feel hard to leave. That's why change feels terrifying. This happens because your brain is constantly trying to protect you from uncertainty. Your mind thinks, stay where it's predictable, but the reality is, predictable pain is still pain. Your brain would rather keep you emotionally stuck than risk temporary discomfort. And that's the trap. You overthink, you delay, you doubt yourself. Not because you're weak, but because your brain was trained to survive, not evolve. If that hit you, good. It means you needed it. Here's the truth you've been avoiding. The life you want will always feel uncomfortable at first. Growth feels dangerous to a mind addicted to safety. So if you want to break this cycle, start with one thing. Do uncomfortable things on purpose. Speak even when you are nervous. Leave what drains you. Take action before you feel ready. Because confidence is not something you wait for. It's something your brain builds after you act. Read that again. And here's the scary part. The longer you obey fear, the stronger your brain makes it. Every time you avoid a difficult conversation, your mind learns avoidance equals safety. Every time you stay silent, your brain rewards you with temporary relief. But psychologically, temporary relief becomes permanent weakness. That's how people slowly lose confidence without realizing it. Not in one big moment, but in tiny decisions repeated every day. And this next part explains why so many people feel trapped in life. Your brain records patterns, not intentions. It doesn't care what you want, it cares what you repeatedly do. So if you constantly procrastinate, your brain strengthens hesitation. If you constantly seek validation, your brain strengthens insecurity. If you constantly tolerate disrespect, your brain starts believing you deserve it. If that hit you, good. Because here's the truth most people avoid. Your habits are creating your identity in real time. So if you want to reprogram your mind, stop waiting to feel different first. Act different first. Because the brain changes after action, not before it. The strongest people understand this early. Everyone else keeps waiting for motivation that never comes. And the worst part, your brain can make self-destruction feel comfortable. That's why some people stay in places that break them. Because emotionally familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar freedom. Psychology calls this emotional conditioning. Your mind becomes attached to what it experiences repeatedly, even when it hurts you. Read that again. You don't just build habits, your habits build you. And this next part explains why change feels so exhausting. Every time you try to become a new version of yourself, your brain treats it like a threat. New habits? Danger. New people? Danger. New mindset? Danger. Because your brain is obsessed with predictability. Not happiness, predictability. That's why most people quit too early. Not because they failed, but because discomfort convinced them to stop. If that made you uncomfortable, good. Comfort is where potential slowly dies. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Your future is hidden inside the things you keep avoiding. The conversation, the risk, the discipline, the decision. So if you want to take control of your mind, train yourself to move before you feel ready. Because action rewires the brain faster than overthinking ever will. And once you understand that, fear loses its power over you. But here's the final psychological trap. Your brain mistakes overthinking for progress. You sit there replaying scenarios, imagining outcomes, preparing for problems that don't even exist yet. And your mind tricks you into believing you're being productive. But psychologically, overthinking is often just fear wearing a smarter disguise. Because thinking feels safer than acting. Acting creates risk. Acting creates uncertainty. Acting can lead to rejection. So your brain keeps you trapped inside analysis instead of movement. And slowly, your potential starts turning into regret. That's why some of the smartest people stay stuck for years. Not because they lack talent, because they became addicted to hesitation. If that hit you, good. Because here's the truth you've been running from. Your life changes the moment your excuses stop sounding believable to you. Nobody's coming to rescue you. Nobody's going to magically fix your mindset. And confidence will never appear first. Action comes first, then confidence follows. So start before you feel ready. Move before your mind agrees. And stop asking fear for permission to grow. Because the moment you control your mind, you stop living on autopilot. And that's when your real life finally begins.